This lesson is on the basics of using arrays in PHP. An array is essentially a named list of something. You see here on the web page, I've got 5 entries for putting in team member names, list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me go ahead and run that first and see how that works. Put Steve, Mary, Jane, Bob, and George. Now I'll go ahead and submit the information. All right, we get back 3 different sets of data. Now, this beginning set I'm going to show you was just a simple way to show you arrays, and I'll show you the code on that. But here in the team members, I show 2 different ways to present the list. So let's go into the code and you'll see how this works. Here we go. This is just a form. I named everything very simply, member 1, 2, 3, 4. We generally don't want to do that though when we are defining PHP variables. We don't want to have a member 1 to $member 4, $member 5. What if we have 6 members, or what if our teams go up to having 11? Then I've got to reprogram every time I add a new member or the potential for a larger team. Now, we use this data structure called an array. Let's go to the PHP code. And you can see a very simple array here. Look at the equal sign. Let's look at what happens on the right of the equal sign first. I have this keyword here, array, lowercase. That's something that PHP requires that I do. And between the parentheses, I have 3 things listed: apples, oranges, pears, separated by commas, and since they're strings, I put them in a string delimiter, in this case, a single quote. If we go back to the web page that displayed, you saw them here: apples, oranges, pears. Okay. Now, in this list of fruit, I call this $fruit array to define it. In this list, a normal human being would say apples are the first one listed, so they must be in position 1. That's good for human beings, but unfortunately, computers want us to count by 0. So apples in the first position is actually in index position 0. And this is how we refer to it. We have the fruit array that I defined over here. Actually, I defined it here and stored it here to reference this first item in the list. Those items are called elements in array speak. I have to say, show me the $fruit array, and with square brackets now, not parentheses, I give the index position. Well, the first index position is 0. Oranges likewise are in position 1. Pears are in position 2. Now this makes for some awkward speaking. If I say the second one in the list in position 1, it's not very normal for the way people speak. Unfortunately, the computer speaks starting with 0, and we're going to have to cooperate with it to get out what we need. So, you saw that the list just displayed a very hard-coded reference with this numeric index position on the fruit array, just to show you some fruit. This is the basics of an array. Now, that's not the way we're normally going to use the array. I just wanted you to get an idea of the mechanics. Let's go down and look at this second block of code here where we saw the list. I'm going to show you multiple ways to do this. So here, to define a variable to be an array, technically speaking, this is called a data structure. Most of the data structures we've been using have been just something called scalar variables or scalar values that hold one piece of information. But an array is a list, and for the computer to know what to do with it, we got to say this variable is an array. Now notice I didn't put anything between the parentheses. That's okay. It creates an empty array. And I need to do that before I start trying to put things in it. Okay, now that we've got that defined, I have a for loop here that I'm going to do 5 times. It's less than or equal 5 on the $II counter. Okay? We've seen this before. I build up the member name. Remember, each field was called member 1, 2, 3, etc. So I have member, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, etc. Now, I'm starting this with 1 because I'm going to use this member name. It's the member HTML name, and I started counting by 1 in my HTML code. Take a look at it. Let's go back. You can see it here, but you can also see it in the page source. I have member 1, member 2. Since I'm a human being, I don't start counting with 0, I start counting with 1. Let's go back to the code. I'm using this information to get member 1, member 2, member 3, depending on the loop, into this variable called member. Now that I have the value, the first time in it was Steve, and then I think Jane and Mary or something to that effect. So each iteration of the loop, member will be something different. Now, since I want to put something in an array and I want to do it with a number, I'm going to have to cooperate with array speak. First time in, $II is equal to 1. So I'm going to subtract 1 from it and store it in something I'm going to call array index, because I know the array index starts with 0. So the first time in, this will translate to 0, and team members with square brackets 0 will be member. So what that means is we're putting the member in the 0th position of the array. Likewise, when I come through again, it'll be the first, or position 1 more accurately, and then position 2, and so forth. Okay, so it'll count 0 to 4, even though we're counting 1 through 5. So it prints out our number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but loads and displays what's in its number. Now there is a somewhat better way to do this. Let's go look at example 2. So here I create the array just like I did before, same for loop. I'm doing the same thing with member names and getting member 1, 2, 3, 4 into this variable called member. But instead of placing the member into the array using the array index number, there's a special PHP function called array push. And what that means is add whatever I tell you to the end of the array. So here you have to specify 2 things. What the name of the array is, comma, and then what it is you want to push onto the end of the array. Why they call it push, I don't really know. But push is what you do, array underscore push. So it's going to take the first member name and put it at the end of the array. Well, when the array is empty, the end of the array is index position 0. Next time through, it'll be index position 1 and 2 and so forth. I'm still keeping track of the array index here because I'm showing you the information using the array index. Add it in a slightly different place. But these are 2 ways. I want you to remember this array underscore push especially. It's very useful and very handy to not have to track the element in the array by its index number all the time. That ends our lesson on the basics of using an array in PHP.